I'm thinking back on all those times when I felt closed off from all that I could become.
Whoops.
I'm thinking back on all those times when I felt closed off from all that I could become. Eager but too scared to climb. Wanted to please my friends, but it felt like the end on myself. I was shut down and all drained out. I was lost, so I had to change. Yeah, I shook off all the bad vibes, cut me loose from the pettiness they turned on me. But now I am perfectly free to be me. This is who I am. This is who I am now. No matter what they saying, this is who I am. This is who I am now. They think that I have lost my mind, that I'm not being true, but they don't have a clue. Cause this is me when I cut out all the shallowness and everything I suppress to fit in a small frame. But I won't play your game anymore, so I had to change. Yeah, I shook off all the bad vibes, cut me loose from the pettiness they turned on me. But now I am perfectly free to be me. This is who I am. This is who I am now. No matter what they saying, this is who I am. This is who I am now. I'm gonna let them talk, but I ain't following nobody else. How can I be resentful when I finally respect myself? I shook off all the bad vibes, cut me loose from the pettiness they turned on me. But now I am perfectly free to be me. This is who I am. This is who I am now. No matter what they saying, this is who I am. This is who I am now. You and I, we are so random. You bring the darkness to the light, split the atom. I ignore the fact that this will never last. Your words come out so soothing that I forget that this thing is confusing. Having such a blast, but don't ask where my head is at. Cause I'm cruising through the rush of us. I don't care about love, just need your touch. Want you to be my vice, vice,
Vice, vice.
I'm all about your vibe, vibe.
Vibe.
Me and you got got that good, yeah, but I'm running like I'm lost in the woods, yeah. I don't really care, 'cause I just like it here. Me and you can't get enough, no, you know, acted, but I know this is a bluff, though. Having such a blast, but don't ask where my head is at, 'cause I'm cruising through the rush of us. I don't care about love, just need your touch. Want you to be my vice, vice,
Vice, vice.
I'm all about your vibe, vibe. Want you to be my vice, vice.
Vice, vice.
I'm all about your vibe, vibe. Want you to be my vice, vice.
Vice, vice.
I'm all about your vibe, vibe.
breakdown.
I know it ends. This show is off to a great start. Welcome, streamers. I don't know what Callie was about to do, but now she's tearing apart my apartment. It's Prime Day number 2, and we are going to dive into tech today. We've got some tech to show and tell, demo, all of that fun stuff. We're going to talk about the deals that we have found for you. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. EO. There are a lot of deals on Amazon for Prime Day, and we're doing the work to basically break it down for you, find all of the deals worth mentioning. And now you see my guest Chris is on the screen as well. I'm giving him the heads up without giving him the heads up.
Hey! Thank you. I appreciate that.
And so you can go to livestreampros.com/deals to see all of the deals that we're showing off today. And also all of the deals that we have found, like the newer, whatever it's called, ring light for $10 off. So plus a coupon. So there you go. You've got lots of options that we're working on, locating for you, so you can find that updated throughout the day today. But today, we want to play with some gear. So I've got Chris in the house, Chris
That's
Erickson. That is you.
Wow. Great to be here.
Yeah, literally, he is in the house. Yes, you're right, Susan.
You can reach over and touch almost.
Well, almost. I think we're
A couple feet.
Then you would be touching by association.
Callie said if she stood in the center, we would be touching by association. There you go. So Chris Erickson from Just Another Chris, youtube.com/justanotherchris. You love to geek out. So people who don't know, Chris is our videographer and editor. And so tell us real quick, for those people who don't know, how geeky you are. Put on the spot.
Wow, pretty
Just
geeky.
joking.
Pretty geeky. I mean, I'm wearing a geeky hat. Look at that.
Nice.
Little Star Wars fan.
No, so but you've been using video gear for a very long time in your life. Talk us through.
Yeah, no, it's kind of funny because my YouTube channel doesn't reflect a lot of what I'm about to talk about today.
That's true. Yeah.
But I do a lot of filmmaking and documentary stuff. Shoot and edit videos here. I mess with equipment and gear and cameras and so much stuff for many, many years now. So I have some things here that I'm pretty excited to show off to you guys. It's stuff I actually use in pretty much the day-to-day. It's not just stuff I just dust off the shelf. It's stuff it's pretty much in my camera bag always. Yeah.
So we're going to start demoing some of that stuff. And here's the deal, guys. If you, went to the wrong camera. If you have questions about any of the gear or anything like that, be sure to put Q in front of your question. If you want to let us know what you bought for Amazon Prime Day yesterday or today, let us know that. And yeah, be sure to hit that link in the description and pin to the comments as well to find all of the things that we're talking about today. Let's see. Susan says, I just bought lights. What else should I buy? Well, before we go on to what else you should buy, let's talk about some lights. Chris has some lights to show off. So let's take a look at that.
Yeah, so typically, or what I know we've done here and what you've talked about, Luria, are like the big lights, the studio lights, the big dome ones, but which are great and amazing and are a necessity for whatever you're doing. But there are some lights that get overlooked, and I have these lights right here. Are you showing these lights?
I am.
Right here? Wow, look at that. I got these lights.
I forgot to bring out the monitor. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm have my back to her, so I can't see. But these lights right here are in my camera bag always, all the time. These are little pocket LED RGB lights as well, and they got fun little effects I was kind of demoing during the intro. But these come in handy so much. I typically use them for accent lighting behind subjects or just behind me while I'm shooting, my talking heads and videos. They just work out super well, and they're compact. And I've been using these for probably 2 or 3 years now, and they are still holding up really, really well. They're super simple to use. You just turn them on, and a lot of them have a little Actually, all of them. I'm trying to line up.
down, 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 down.
There we go. The monitor is flipped on my end. So.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
It's like pointing.
So there's a screen on here which you can cycle through effects and brightness levels. So good. The battery life on this thing too, it lasts ridiculously long. Several hours on full power, which is pretty cool. And I brought some examples of how I've used them. If
Oh,
Luria
yeah,
would like to
for
show
sure.
them.
Oops, hang on. Let me go to the right screen here.
I have
There
to
you go.
look.
All right, we've
There-
got lights.
Yeah,
Chris is
so-
going to look over to the
Yeah, I have to,
monitor.
because I can't, we don't have a monitor. So I'm sorry, you can see the side of my face. But yeah, so this is a client / friend of mine, and this is a good example of attempting to try and light a situation when someone's wearing darker clothes. So I have lights behind her, and that's just these lights right here. Just right behind her is a tungsten to match her light bulb, just to fill in some dark spaces and try to separate her from the background.
That's what's on lighting the cement wall?
Yes, on the back behind her there, yeah. And it separates her shoulder a little bit, so it's just a way to quickly and easily, without having to rig up a massive lighting system if you don't have a hair light or whatever, you can just turn this on and throw it on a shelf behind you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What about this one?
This
Hey,
one
that's
here,
you with a
that's
beard,
me.
bigger beard.
I got a little hairier there. This is a super simple shot as well. I'm just sitting on a chair, and I have the RGB light on this instead of the tungsten lighting, and just with a red color shining behind me. Super effective, super simple, adds a little extra flair to your shot.
Love it.
And I have, this one's another interesting shot, I think.
I just want to know what that face is.
It was a quick screen grab that I didn't take enough time to go scrub through it. That's what that is. But I have a paper back
Hey,
drop.
Chris, real quick, can you turn turn up on that end? They're
Do you have it?
complaining.
I don't have it.
I can't do it. Do you have any ability?
I don't, because you have the receiver end over there.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's plugged into the back.
Okay. Keep talking, I'll work on it.
Okay. So I have a paper backdrop, and it wasn't bright enough for the shot. So I just had this on regular light and stuck it up in my trussing in my studio and shined it on the back with just one of these. They're really bright, and it's, again, quick and easy. Because a lot of the stuff that I film is, she switched it. That's
It's okay, sorry.
I tend to have to set up my shots pretty much every time I want to film something. So having something that's quick and easy with less wires is always amazing and preferred. So that's another great use for this. And the other shots that she was teasing there is just a couple examples of how I was using it for taking photography, as well, not just video.
Trying to keep up.
So I have all three of these going in this shot. I have one in my hand, as you can see, lighting the subject, my friend Danny, in his Ghostbusters outfit. And then I have the colored lights going on in the background. And then there's another one that shows it more. Oh, wait, that's out of order, but that's okay.
Oh, that one.
There we go, that one. So I'm holding the light, and then on the back of him, if you're a geek like me, he has a proton pack from Ghostbusters. And I took a colored light and just put it right behind his head, set it right on top of it to shine a light behind him and on the back of the wall, and was able to get a really nice looking shot. That's just a couple ways you can utilize these lights. I highly recommend picking these up. And they range in prices. The R1 by Andy Cine is the cheapest one.
Oh, you're back on B-roll cam. Yeah.
So this is the Andy Cine. This is the cheapest one. It's I think it's on sale right now for like 50 or 60 bucks. And then the most expensive one is this one here, P1 Vlogger.
Is it P1 or PI?
It's P1.
Oh.
It's the P1 Vlogger by Bowling. I prefer this one. It is the most expensive one, but I do prefer this one over all of them. It just functions a little bit nicer, I think. Other than this arm thing, I'm not a fan of. I've used it for so long, and the bolt system in there.
What is it for? How do you use it?
So it's really awesome design and concept. You have all these mounting points. If I can show you here. So you can screw this into whatever you want and rig it up, and you can manipulate it by angling it. But the problem is I've been using it so much, it's worn out, I guess. And so this doesn't stay tight anymore. So I have to only keep it in one position locked in. That's the only
Okay.
downside. Because if this falls off, you can't like thread it onto anything. It's just a light at that point. All the other ones have a quarter 20 threads on the bottom. If I can show you, nope, there it is.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. And then this one has it too. And this one actually has a magnet in the bottom of it, so you can
Oh, interesting.
stick it to stuff. But it's not really that strong. It works okay, but.
And that was Teddy Bear's question. How do you mount them? So I think we pretty much covered that.
Yeah, just on the bottom they have a little quarter 20 mount system, and I rig them up on my. I don't have it with me, but when I shoot my documentaries and stuff, I have a cinema camera, and I have a couple of them, just coming off the sides of the cameras to fill in on the subject's faces and stuff. Or I have one just in my pocket, ready to just throw behind in a shelf somewhere. You can't have enough of these. I would love to have 10 more. And in fact, I don't have them, and I would love to get it, but Aperture actually has a nice system where it's all in one case. There's like 10 of them in one case, and they all charge in the one case too, and you can just pull them as you want, and they're RGB and everything else, and they're really nice.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I would love to have one of those.
So keep in mind, guys, not everything we're showing you today is on Prime Day deal. However, we are showing you, some other options as well, because you might find here on livestreamingpros.com/deals, you might find something in the lighting section that you actually really like. We have the I think we have one of those on here, right? I may not have an updated version. Callie's over. Do I need? Okay. So, in the lighting section, but also you'll find here in Chris's picks section as well, you have the Bolian P1, the Anti-Scene. So those lights that he just found are there. But definitely anything listed under more Prime deals are going to be in a Prime deal. So you've got the ring light, this is my light that I use, the Elgato ring light. So you've got all kinds of options right here to dig through and find the right light for you and what you want to actually use. So let's take a look at like this one, right? So this is similar to what Chris has been showing off.
Oh yeah.
But it's definitely on Prime Day deal for only $60. Yeah. So you've got a lot of options at that link. So utilize it, right? So use and abuse that link right there.
This isn't really a review of these particular lights. Like pretty much anyone you buy is gonna do what you need it to do, and this is just
it's just a matter of like quality and things like that.
These ones are my favorite ones. I prefer these, but those ones I just haven't tested yet. They're probably great.
Oh well, since I brought it up, I didn't mean to actually bring this up yet, but since we are, so this is something we meant to have on site to show you guys, but I'm just going to show it to you here anyway. Gaffer tape. Yeah. So this is something that we discuss from time to time, and I find out that no one knows what gaffer tape is. So let's have the conversation about gaff tape, why you want to use it, and why you do not ever on cables or gear use duct tape. This is your alternative for cables and gear. Why, Chris?
Oh my gosh, don't use duct tape. The main benefit or the main purpose of gaff tape is it doesn't leave a residue behind. It sticks really well, but you can pull it off and it doesn't leave any sort of stickiness or glue itself to whatever you're sticking it to. Duct tape, on the other hand, it sticks and it's going to want to stay there. So if you put it on cables, you could pretty much just throw those cables away and just buy some new ones at that point, because you ain't getting that thing apart ever.
In fact, I was just looking in my cable box to see if I had one, because I had one that had stickiness all over it. And yeah, you could do Gooby Gone and things like that, but I actually threw that out. That cable is gone because I was like, this is disgusting. I don't want it in my cable box.
There is another thing. So don't skimp out on cheap gaff tape or gaffer tape.
Yeah.
Gaff tape for short. Because the cheaper stuff does tend to still leave a little bit of residue if it's on there for a long period of time. The name brand stuff, or just the more you pay for it, the higher quality it's going to be. And that's one of the things that I don't skimp out on. I do go for the more expensive stuff on that end.
It's worth it.
Absolutely worth it, 100%.
Christian didn't know the difference between duct tape and gaffer tape. Good to know. Fantastic. Duct tape construction, gaffer tape rigging. Yes.
Gaff tape is more of a, it's a fabric. I guess duct tape is a little bit more fabric-y too, but gaff tape has a lot of purposes. You can repair a lot of things with the gaff tape.
Yeah, no, it's not. So not the same thing at all. So if you're doing anything with gear, definitely use gaff. It's called gaffer tape. It's technically called gaffer's tape, I believe. Yeah. Correct. But people say gaff tape or gaffer tape.
Yeah.
So. And
it's for the industry, like filmmakers and like the people on movie sets. They need to rig up something really quick and temporary, so they have this specific tape. That's where the gaffer. Gaffer is a job. It's somebody on site.
It's a job on a set. Yeah.
So it's their tape.
Fun fact: duct tape was used to repair the Hubble Space Telescope in 1993. Thank you, Christian.
That's a
that's fascinating.
Out of this world. Here all week.
Here all week.
Well, to the end of the stream.
All right. So let's see. Let's go to the next thing. What else do you have to show us? We've got a blank counter right now. Fill it.
I have something really cool too. I love it. And I think you guys are going to love it too. It looks so simple. Look at this. It's just a battery.
It looks like a battery.
Yeah, that's what it is. But it's so functional. I love this thing so much. And I want to give a shout out to my friend Dave Knopp, YouTube channel Knopp Top. I found this from him. I've been using these batteries for years, but I didn't know this style actually existed until about 6 months ago. This is what is called a Sony NP battery, and it powers the Elgato ring lights, actually, that you were just talking. So you don't have to plug into the wall. These power those up. But what makes this one special is, one, it has a little button to test the battery. Look at that. You can see the percentage.
Fancy.
That's not on all of them, believe it or not. That's super handy, because otherwise you don't know the battery level on this. But what also makes this cool is to charge these particular batteries. It's a huge power brick thing that you plug it on, and it takes forever to charge, and it takes up a lot of space, especially if you're traveling. This has the option to do that, or you can just plug in a micro right here. Look at that.
Oh, nice.
And you can charge
it. Okay.
But now here's where also gets...
That has to take a while.
Yeah, it's not too bad though.
Okay.
This is a 7,000 or 8,000, 7,800 milliwatt hour.
Okay.
This is a beast of a battery. I could power cameras for days with this thing. But here's where it gets really cool, if it isn't cool already, if I hyped it up enough. On this side, it has a USB port to power whatever you want that uses USB.
So it's like a portable battery.
It is.
As well.
So
wow,
you
cool.
can, so what I've been using it for, honestly, is just charging my phone.
That's what I would do.
If I'm at my house, like I'm just like watching TV or something and charge my phone, I kind of just use this. But that's not really what it's for. I mean, it can. It's another functionality if you're traveling, especially if you're traveling or doing remote, like live stream somewhere. It's really cool for that. But if you are powering, let's say, a little monitor like this. This is a small HD focus monitor, and you can just plug it in, and it powers the monitor. But let's say you are running more equipment that you need to power. Like on one of my camera rigs, I have a follow focus system. It's a wireless. I can just turn a knob, and it will focus my lens. But that needs USB power. I can plug it right into the back of this battery and power it as well, while it's powering the monitor at the same time. So there's a lot of functionality with this battery, and they're not even expensive, which is the coolest part of all of this.
That's awesome.
You can get a 2-pack for $40. You can power lights like the Elgato, like I said, lots of other cool things.
So here, I'm going to go. There we go. So it's actually $50 for a 2-pack right now.
It was $40 last night.
But you have an extra 5% when you apply this coupon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was $40 last night. Must have been on a deal during Prime.
Must have been a
so
Prime
$50
deal
still.
At that
$25 a battery is killer for these, because, for example, one of my main cinema cameras is the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 4K, and the batteries for that suck. They're horrible. You get like 20 minutes and then it's dead. I use a V-mount battery system for that, and that battery alone is like $250 to power the camera. There's another accessory I could buy for it that will power with this, and I could keep that cost down in batteries compared to, you know, what, $200 some for a battery. I can get 2 of these for $50,
Nice.
and it will power it probably longer. So
There you go.
highly recommend.
They're asking for the
these.
link. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to livestreamingpros.com/deals. The link is pinned to the chat and in the comments. And you're going to scroll down from the top. You're going to see this. And then you're going to go down to Chris's face. And then you're going to look for Vimco right here. The link is right there to get it. So, yeah. So you've got that. Renee says also, plus it's orange, so you can hide it with your Legos.
Yeah, so that's fun fact. I typically like all my equipment, like home equipment, black. They were out of black when I bought these, so I got stuck with orange. But I think the only ones in stock right now are black. So.
Well, oh well. Mr. 2K, thank you so much. I'm glad that you're enjoying this channel. You called it a station, so I'll take that as a compliment because I feel more official.
Be a station.
But also, Launchpad Astronomy gave us another fun fact, and then he asked a question earlier before we move off of lights, even though we've already moved off of lights.
Yeah.
But I was trying to look. Oh, I missed the comment. Here it is. No. Oh, I missed the comment. I don't know where the comment is. I thought I saved it, but I did not. So anyway, he gave us another fun fact about something that duct tape was used for.
Oh.
But Christian's question earlier was, what's a good cube light to get to illuminate my background?
Cube light. I have used a couple different ones. Lume Cube seems to have a good one. I'm not fans of them. I have a couple of them. The battery in those just doesn't last long enough for me. And if you have it on for too long, it'll get so hot it can burn your hands. So I don't recommend a cube light at all. That's not on my list.
Oh,
I even had it.
Take that,
melt.
Christian.
Yeah, I had the lens of mine, or the front element of it. So this little bit on mine melt. I had it on. I had plugged in and running for about a half hour.
Okay.
I was filming a video, and it melted the front of the actual light itself.
Okay.
So I don't recommend cube lights. They're nifty and they're cool if you're going to use them for like 5 minutes at a time. They got magnets on the back of them. You can stick them onto stuff, and they're really strong magnets. But I'm not a big fan of them.
Love it. Are you guys enjoying this? Are you learning a thing or two? Are you geeking out about gear? Let me know yes or no in the comments. It's okay if you're not, but I hope you are. Tube lights. Yes, tube lights are great. Plus they look like lightsabers.
They
yes,
do.
Tube lights are pretty awesome looking.
Yes.
And actually there's, I've been getting hit with Facebook ads for a set of tube lights that go in the background that I keep meaning to look into a little bit more.
They are really cool.
Yeah. So, you know, when it comes to background lighting, there's all kinds of things that you want to think about. But like one of the things that we were thinking about here that we were struggling with is lighting with any of those types of things, because I have so much space to fill. It didn't really kind of work very well. So we had to kind of fill from above and not any of these like littler lights because the projection wasn't full enough for my purposes. But you just got to kind of play with it and see too. Learning a lot. Chris's legit production, 9,000 IQ.
I try my best.
I'm losing weight, but because my wallet is getting lighter. Sorry. At least you're saving money today for Prime Day, right? Always learning and enjoying the knowledge you drop. Awesome. And by the way, I saw somebody ask if you can follow Chris. Yes, his link is right here, youtube.com/justanotherchris.
Yes.
What do they get on that channel?
Well, I was going to say, you're not going to get this stuff. Sometimes I'll sneak it in, but actually, just in case someone asked me, I brought what I do bring, or what I do show. I talk about vintage cameras online, like instant Polaroid cameras and other like VHS cameras. It's kind of like retro stuff over there. That's kind of what I do. And also, we'll sneak in mini documentaries from time to time. So that's what I do over there.
Adding to Renee, you can find smart RGB tube lights, cheap and great for DIY setup. Just mounting them to a stand is difficult. Yeah. So, I mean, you can find stands though that work well. Oh, that's awesome. Learning so much from this channel. My setup has been adjusted based on this game-changing channel. Well, that's a testimony for you.
Game-changing.
Boom. All right. So, what you got next for us?
what I got next. Okay, I
Trying to go
have
to the right camera.
I wanted to try and stick to, like I said, the things that I you actually use on a day-to-day basis that help me a lot. And this guy, again, isn't even that expensive. It's
Well, I've got nothing on camera.
hang on, I'm getting it there.
I've got white space.
This.
Thank you.
This is the Rode Video Micro. Cheap microphone, actually sounds really good. I've been using this for years. Now, there is one slight caveat to that. It does kind of depend on what camera you're using. I use the Panasonic GH5 for pretty much all my videos that I shoot. Outside of the higher end stuff, I use cinema cameras for that. So the preamp in my camera is really good, and so this works awesome. I have used this on some like inexpensive cameras, and it sounds still good, way better than the microphone inside your camera, but not as crisp and as clear. But I have found that this, in my case, is amazing, and it's not expensive. I think it's 50, 60 bucks. I think it was a couple dollars off for Prime.
Let's take a look here.
Yeah.
We've got, you're gonna find that here, Rode Video Micro. We're opening the link.
And it is.
And
Promo,
it
please.
is 55 bucks.
55. I was like,
not
right
on
in the middle.
not on Prime at the moment,
It
but
oh man. But
sometimes things go in and out of Prime, so you guys have
Yeah.
to act quickly. That's why, you know, that's why we have that list for you.
well, the reason I like this is because there's no batteries. You don't have to worry about turning on a microphone or worrying about it, dying halfway through your shoot or whatever. It just comes on and comes off when you turn your camera on. Now, Rode does have those like higher end ones, but you're spending $200-300 for a microphone. This works really good for close stuff. I wouldn't recommend it for something more than like 4 feet away, 5 feet away at the max, just because of how small it is.
Yeah.
Just a little miniature shotgun microphone.
Miniature, little bitty.
And I also use this for when I do mobile stuff, like with my phone. I will plug it in on a rig and use it to get really good audio from your phone.
Great for that.
And it comes with a little windscreen, a little wind muff, dead cat, if you will, as they call it. And yeah, it plugs in just like so. I use this all the time. So for videos that we shoot or just walking around in the Luria studio, doesn't have a name. The LSP headquarters, I don't know. This is the mic that you are hearing actually. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the one we've been using. Yeah.
You still get room echo. Wearing a lav mic is better, but
it's not a dead cat. It's a dead tribble.
Dead tribble. I like that. I'm gonna start using that for all the nerds out there.
It is a tiny, tiny mic. And Sammy, I'm glad that you're not buying anything. You like spend so much money on gear all throughout the year that it must be nice to not be. you have enough, I think, in your studio. It does look like a little dribble, doesn't it? Okay. And yes, I know what a dribble is, guys.
I was gonna ask you that.
Let's talk about the mic you're using. Unfortunately, I do have it as high as we can go, but I am bringing it in a bit of a different way. So it's a really solid mic.
You want me to plug in this camera? You have to reroute that audio. This was an afterthought while we were setting it up.
It was to use what we're demoing, but
because we thought, hey,
I don't think it's that bad. Okay. So I'm only seeing one complaint. So.
One complaint.
Only CK is complaining. CK. So so this mic is a wireless mic, and you can see that he's got it here. Let me go full screen on you there. He's got it plugged in, so you can either use it like that, or you can plug in a lapel. Yeah. And then the wireless receiver is then plugged into my Rodecaster Pro at the moment as well.
We didn't get to fully test that out yet. So.
Yeah, we didn't. We just had like 2 seconds to do it. This is why you don't do as we do. You do as we say, and you don't set up new things.
We're the ones that test it, so you don't have to.
Exactly. I just have to call this out. Sarah, I think you're Sarah. Yeah, said I have my dad's ancient Polaroid. If you want it, Chris, it's yours. That's so sweet.
I would love to. I love that stuff. I love this stuff.
Sarah, you can, find him on social or reach out to support and Callie will connect you.
Yeah, or my Instagram. I'm very communicative.
Oh, okay.
YouTube? That's
I
the
was
name
like,
of
I don't
the
know where you're like social
Instagram
on
is where I do
social.
most of my chatting.
So Instagram, got it. Is it what's the handle?
It's just _ another Chris.
Oh, you haven't seen this wireless Rode. Well, there you go. Now you have. And that too is listed on, I'm not sure. Do we have that in Chris's section?
This
Callie?
wouldn't be on mine. I actually don't own this one. I use a different one.
No, I know, but I didn't know she added it. It is on the livestreamingpros.com/deals page, so go check that out. Wireless Rode, the Rode, what's it called? Sorry.
The Go.
The
Wireless
Rode
Go.
Wireless Go.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, live streaming pad. That's my place. That's what my place is called. Okay, more gear.
More gear. Okay. I got
White
something
space.
Cool. I got some cool stuff. This.
Yes, this is one thing that a lot of people don't know to use in their studio. It's called a ball head.
Yes.
And so Chris will explain what that is and does. But we wanted to show you guys this because this gives you a lot more flexibility for your camera angles. So take it on. Take it.
I have a couple of these mounted in my studio, but this one has been my travel one for the past, well, I don't know, 5-6 years. So it's seen some days. Look at that wear and tear. But it doesn't have a plate on it. It's actually on my camera right now. I guess this could be a demonstration. So this isn't the one it comes with, but it basically the same thing. It's a camera plate. It goes on your camera, and then it goes right in there. It should fit. It does fit. Like that, you thread it on, just like so. And then you have a head to maneuver your camera angle around. So if you can't get it flush or just straight, you can put a head on it, and you can able to get it to the right proper angle you want, downwards, upwards, whatever you want. And it's really, really, really durable. I've put a lot of weight on this thing, and it doesn't move. Like even with me trying to do that, I can't move it. But I use this.
So either it's strong or you're weak.
Yes, and I'm very strong. I'm the strongest man alive. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so and then you can swivel it too. If it's unmounted, you can twist it. You know, these camera angles are not ideal for this setup. But you can twist it like that if you're holding the base. I use this though on a switch pod, just like so.
Yeah, switch pod.
This is a double plug here. And yeah, so it mounts to the top of it, it's like so, and then I put my camera on that, and then I might have to cut to my full screen.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
And then you switch it out like that. And
boom.
And you got your tripod.
So the switch pod is from our friend Pat Flynn and Caleb Wojak. Caleb is going to come on the show soon as well. Just got to get him booked. But we've been having that conversation. And so you guys will love Caleb. But they did this together with the switch pod. And it's fantastic because you have the ability to make it a tabletop tripod or a mobile, selfie stick kind of thing, right?
And there's like a hidden feature with this, and nobody ever talks about, at least I've seen. You might have to go to
full screen.
Close up. I don't know if I can see.
Oh, you want close up? Okay.
Get the right angle. Right there, there's a little hole. There's one on the other side too. There we go. There's a hole. It's threaded. You can cut to my full screen now. You can mount a little arm and run a light off of it, or another microphone. No one ever talks about that. So you have your camera, right?
Oh.
You can actually get a little arm that threads on here and comes out, and you can thread a light on.
Nice.
So you're out walking around, you got a light or a microphone, depending on what your camera is. Typically, the camera has a cold shoe mount that you can hook a good microphone. But it's some extra options you have that no one ever talks about.
Okay, real quick.
This is the Joby one, by the way. The head.
The Joby head.
I forgot to mention that. This is the Joby ball head. It's the one that comes with the Gorilla Pod. You should be able to get this individually as well. But this isn't really necessarily, like I said earlier about the lights, it's not like a review on this one. It's just ball heads in general. That's kind of what we're talking about.
Yeah, like if we can find a ball head on Prime Day deal, then we will. But like, we want you to see like all of the different accessories and all of
Yeah.
the different things that you should be thinking about for your studio. Einar, thank you so much for the super sticker. You're freaking awesome. Appreciate you.
Wow, that's so cool.
And Ma comes in with a question. What's the weight limit on that ball
Yeah.
head? Do you know specifically?
Great question. I was literally just about to mention that. I don't know the exact weight. I think it's like 10 pounds, I would assume. But I mean, like I said, I was putting way more stress and it wasn't moving. The one thing I want to mention though is like same with the gaff tape or gaffer tape, as we were calling it. Don't skimp on a ball head. If you spend $5 on a ball head and your camera is $1,000, it's kind of, do you want to risk that? No. Spend the money on a good ball head. You'll thank yourself later for it. Yeah. And the Gorilla Pod is what I used to use for years, and that was also another instance where it's a great product, but it wears out, and it's something that if it wears out, it's definitely not worth the risk, because if your camera's sitting on that, and I almost lost my camera on the Gorilla Pod. That was a couple years old, but one of the balls wore out and it started tipping down, and I almost lost it in a river. So I mounted to a fence and I almost lost it. So that thing got chucked. This is the only thing that still around, but there, extra pro tip for you.
Well, Pat was on the show fairly recently, a few months ago. I don't know if you saw that one, Matt. But speaking of Matt, it's Matt's birthday. Happy birthday to Matt.
Happy birthday.
You got a happy birthday from Callie?
And me.
Oh, I did. Happy birthday, Matt.
Thank you so much, Matt, for being a part of this amazing community, and happy birthday to you. Everybody give him a special shout out. Okay. Next.
Can
we show one of mine?
Yeah, I was going to say, because I think that was one of the last ones I brought.
Wow. Okay, that was good timing then.
No, I mean, I do have one extra bonus one I guess I could mention.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it.
We can get to it. Well, okay. It's
White space.
It's the, I did not give this information to Callie.
Oh, no. You're
So,
going to
that's why it's a
incur the
bonus
wrath
one.
of Callie.
So let me take it out here. So we have the Rode Go's, which are great. I use something different. I use the Comica Boom XD.
Wait, where are you? I'm trying to find you.
Sorry, that's my bad. I can't see the production, so I'm just guessing.
Now we see.
Okay, I use these guys because you get 2 microphones with 1 receiver. And so when I'm out like filming run and gun on like a documentary or whatever, I can just keep these on my rig and hand them out to people without having to like reconnect to a separate unit. Compared to the Rode Go's,
right?
You only get one. So I could have this on me if I'm talking behind camera and then hand it to somebody else off camera, or basically, or on camera would be. So I love these, and they come with so many accessories and options. They're lav mics. Yeah, you got lavalier, and they also have built-in microphones, but they're a little bit, bigger, I would say, than
the
you want to cut to mine.
Yeah, here, go. There you go. Oh, yeah, they are bigger.
They are bigger, but you can just flip them in, and they're not so bad.
Yeah, see, that like bothers me to see those big chunky things there, even just a clip.
I don't care really, because sometimes I even do this. I'm not kidding. I hook them to my hats. Yeah.
Okay, I would prefer the lapel, but
you just do this, and like, and you got a good microphone. It's right there. It's gonna sound amazing. Yeah, it's fine. And they come with wind muffs too. The screen is on there. It adds it a lot, way bigger. But you don't have to use them for that. You can plug in just a microphone to them, and they work extremely well. Yeah, and they come with, like I said, all these extra accessories, and they even think ahead as far as what camera you are hooking these to, and they're labeled. So for instance, the Panasonic GH5 has a different preamp inside. And so this is for a Sony, Panasonic, Fuji, and this one here is for Canon and Nikon. They think ahead. Super cool. I love these guys.
All right, we're going to have a quick little talk with Doc right here. So Doc clips.
A dog talk.
We're going to have a Doc Rock talk. Wait, wrong one. I clipped to my hat and LP. You can add a lapel to those and the Rode. Yeah, we talked about that with the Rode and those as well. But
it's
Doc now. Come on. You can do better than that.
What do you do?
Clipping it to his hat.
Oh.
I'm just teasing.
Oh
him.
man, you don't even know. But I mean, yeah, if I sometimes I only do that when I'm shooting like YouTube videos. If I was shooting like a higher end stuff, obviously not. This thing is invisible. You'll never see it. But
Yeah,
when you're on the run and gun, man, you just need something quick. It's whatever. Fine.
Yeah, I was wondering. This happened to Doc before too. He doesn't have an avatar when he first comes in or first comments, and then it shows up. Like I noticed that in yesterday's show too. Anyway, just saying. Okay. Let's see. One question before we move on. Wait, I think we had a couple of questions. Speaking of tripods, cam holder, will a PTZ arm be a good investment for both indoor and outdoor video shoots?
PTZ arm? What do you mean?
Yeah, I think so. Ma, are you talking about one of the adjustable arms that we have in our kits?
Like the Manfrottos?
Yeah, like the Manfrotto arms.
Mhm.
Is that what you mean by PTZ arm? Let us know. I think that's what they're referring to. So, what would you say to that?
If you're using that arm for what was it, for outdoor shoots? Is that what she said, or what was said? What was the question?
Speaking of tripods, a cam holder. Will a PTZ arm or maybe that kind of arm be a good investment for both indoor and outdoor video shoots?
I mean, yeah, those arms are great. I mean, especially if you have a super clamp, you could clamp that to a tree if you wanted to. Find a branch in the right spot, you can clamp that right on there and have a little hidden tree cam. I don't know what you'd use that for, but that's an option. But you can clamp it to like park benches, and yeah, I would say so.
Greg says, "Are you guys on ECAMM now?" Yes, have been for a very long time. Also, where is a good place to get backgrounds and camera overlays? Why, I'm glad you asked that. So if you need some camera overlays, and if I can point in the right direction, you can get those right here on our store at livestreampros.com/store. The magical Mr. Paul Dixon has created all kinds of done-for-you graphics, overlays, backgrounds, that kind of thing, countdown timers, all kinds of things for you to put into your video production or your live streams. So go check that out here, and you can just browse around, see everything that we have there. Okay. What else we got? Are we on to my stuff now?
Yeah.
Huh?
Let's talk about this.
Yes, this. Okay. So put that up on full screen here.
What? Right here?
Pull, yeah. That was too big. So this is basically indie film that I have on that back window. If you look at my window right here, that has what Chris is showing you right now to block out some of the sun. So explain how that works.
Yeah, so we want to have shallow depth of field for Luria, for her set. And we can cut to you if you want.
Right here.
So we have some shallow depth of field. To achieve that, we need, to have the lens opened up pretty far. So we have it at 1.4, I think.
Yeah.
So that gives shallow depth of field. However, it will add a lot more light into the scene. So to compensate for that, there's a lot of options you have to take into account. But since we're competing with the sun outside, one option we can do
because I refuse to cover my windows.
Yeah. What we can do is limit the amount of light coming in to the room. So this film is actually on that window, and it does a good job. Just depending on the time of day, it changes.
Yeah, and to how much light is outside.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a 6. So I have it's a 6, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we didn't put Chris on screen so that we could talk about this. But so the that's a 6, and I could go darker, like to maybe a 12 or something, and that would definitely kind of help that out. You want to show them that actually what you were just doing?
Oh, like what it looks like.
Yeah,
I didn't want to,
and also the time of year. It definitely depends on the time of year as well.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. See the window behind me?
Yeah.
When I do that?
Yeah, it's like basically indie filters sunglasses for the lens. So that's the best way to describe them. And then that's exactly what happens. That's so cool.
Yeah, go full screen.
I love this demo.
Look at the window right here. See how it's blown out? It's all white. You can't see outside. And if I take the film.
Pretty!
Look, now you can see out the window. Mostly. Pretty close. Okay,
yeah.
Gone.
Boom. How cool is that? Fun.
That is what we're trying to do.
Oh, Callie. We need to do a short on that. Are you sleeping?
No, I
Callie's just napping back here.
So I'm just laying down and doing
Okay.
my back hurts.
Oh. So, how much is the India window filter? I
don't know.
think I spent. So
It's not expensive.
It wasn't. I think I spent $6 on two rolls.
There are lots of different types of it out there. Like this one, I would say is the cheaper version, so it's not as reusable. There are
Right.
filmmaker ones that are a little thicker and just more durable. You're going to spend a lot more money for those ones. But in your case, it might not matter to go cheap on that front. And this is not a case where you just spend high dollar on it if you're just going to stick it to a window and it's going to stay.
Yeah.
In the filmmaking world, they need to reuse it, so they spend more money for it.
Moz says, why do I feel it can be used as a car tent as well?
Yeah, no, that's basically what it is. It's car tent, window tent. There's no real difference. It's just the density, which is the same in the car world.
Callie, do we have that on our livestreampros.com/deals page?
No, I have to put it out.
Okay, we'll get that on the deals page, but essentially you just search for NDI film, and then sorry, not NDI. Somebody typed NDI and it threw me. Indie filter film, and if you click one of our links, that supports the show. So. Oh, there's one on Prime Day. Fantastic. Just be sure that you understand that with these films, you have different levels of darkness,
Yes.
right? So when I say I'm a 6, you can see what that 6 looks like, but a 12 would be, much darker, right? So a 1 is like almost nothing. So
I have something
I don't know
to
if they even
demo.
sell ones.
I have something
Oh,
to
he has
explain.
something else. Wait, we're
Well,
going
no,
full
it's
screen
on
to
an
me.
indie filter.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So
We're adding things that Callie doesn't have.
oh no, I'm just like to explain what you're trying to say. This is a visual.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So this is an indie filter. It's a variable. It's the same thing as this, right? So if I move this over here, it'll
Yeah.
look at that. But it changes its darkness by
Nice.
twisting it. So you can, if you were to, you could buy a cheap one of these to find which one you would want, because there's some that this one doesn't have numbers on it, but there's some out there that do have numbers. And as you were to turn it, it would tell you what number it is, and then you could get the film.
Yeah.
I think I paid $20 for this one. It's not even an expensive one. So that's an option you could do to find the exact tint you need.
There you go. Now you're like, I hope you're learning a whole bunch of stuff. This is fun. Okay. Prompter.
Prompter. Oh, this guy.
So this is the prompter I use. Thank you, Marcus, for the super sticker. This is the Parrot Padcaster. And this actually is just a Bluetooth one, and it literally goes over my lens. And so actually, if you hand that to me, I'll go full screen on me. And then I'll show you. So this is it. Thank you, Marcus. Okay, so it just looks like this, right? And you'll see the difference. Now, when I'm putting it on mine, you notice that you can now see it. So when I use this on my lens, I actually have to kind of crop it in. And so I have to do this whole zoom thing to get.
You just do it in post.
Yes, you can either do it in post, or if I'm live, then I can't.
Duh, that's what we're supposed to be talking about.
Says
Come on,
my
Chris,
editor.
get your stuff together. Yeah, get your stuff together, Chris. Come on.
So you do have to kind of get a tighter shot with that. But depending on which lens you have, you might not have to do that, right? So, but it just slips on, as you can see, like really super easily. And then my phone just goes in here, like so. And then I just use the, I just use the phone and then that, and voila, I've got a prompter. So that one is on the livestreamingpros.com/deals page right here. So you can go check that out. It's a really solid one. The only thing I don't like about this is the remote. So the remote makes noise, like not a whole bunch of noise, but when you click it up and down, it actually clicks. And I hate to potentially even get that in the audio. So I actually don't use the Parrot's remote. I use a separate Bluetooth remote that is silent. So
I have a fun bonus tip with this.
ooh, bonus tip. Matt just bought it. Awesome.
Nice. Bonus tip. Again, shout out to my buddy Dave. He did a whole YouTube video on this.
What's his YouTube channel again?
His YouTube channel is Nop Top.
Nop Top.
Awesome hacks, tips on filmmaking and whatnot. But he was one of these to, in a way that I thought was interesting. You put your phone inside of it, and if you do like a lot of reaction videos, you could put your phone in there while you're recording yourself, looking into the lens while you're watching the video.
Wait, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. What did you say? I was reading comments. But it sounded really good. I want to hear it.
So let's say you do a lot of like live reactions to YouTube videos, or even if you're pre-recording some stuff. It's usually you're looking off to the side on your laptop, and you have to like look back at the camera. If you put your phone in there, you can watch YouTube videos,
right?
And you can watch it directly through the lens and record yourself.
You can also do that with your interviews, right? You can put your guests on screen so you're not having to, because we get that question all the time. Is it okay to look down at my guest? Or Zoom calls, things like that. So it's perfect for that because it's right in your face if you have a camera this close. So yeah, it's perfect for that. You don't even have to use it as a teleprompter. It's just literally like
it's a tool.
It's a tool. Yeah, it's perfectly said. Stefan says, it seems you're standing next to each other and there's no confusion on the audio. How do you solve this? With magic, Stefan. Now explain what we've done.
I'm using a lapel. She's using a shotgun microphone. And her Padcaster, is that what it's called? Whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Does have a noise canceling on it too. So I'm sure that's
my
helping.
Rodecaster. I was like, why are we talking about the Padcaster?
Whatever. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, Rodecaster.
I can't remember what it's called. My bad. But it does have a noise canceling on it as well. So that's helping some of the dual audio issue.
And that was the primary thing we tested before we went live. So, but did you also say that you're facing away from me?
I am? Oh yeah, I'm facing away too. She's behind me. That's why if I turn.
Yeah, then he's looking at
Luria
me.
Now.
Yeah.
Here, this is Luria.
So if he were like, right here, then that would be. But he's probably about 6 feet away from me.
Ish, something like that. and then I'm using the lapel right next to my mouth. Yeah. So that's helping.
I know. I got to get on those React videos. I've been, that's been on the docket for months now. So we're going to do that. We're going to do React videos. Don't you worry. Yes, exactly. The prompter is called Padcaster. That's why I was confused.
Yeah, I said it wrong.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I like that thing over there. I don't know.
Christian wants to know which XLR mics we recommend. We did a whole video about that. I think you were there, Christian. But outside of the video that we did, Chris, including the video that we did, what shotgun mics do you prefer?
I honestly prefer the one that you're using. It's the Rode NTG4. I think you have the Plus though. There's no difference between the Plus and the 4. It's just the Plus has a built-in battery, which is super handy if you are doing mobile stuff a lot, because XLR microphones need phantom power to power the microphone, but the Plus has a battery built in, so it powers itself. So you can use it on anything. It doesn't matter what you can use it on your phone if you wanted to, which is pretty cool, with adapters, of course. But I do love that microphone. I have a couple of them in my studio.
Before we go to this, NTG5, is that better? Doesn't matter.
Well, I haven't used it, but it's just it's the newest model.
It's the newest model.
Yeah, I have the 4 Plus.
Is there any feature of the 5 that
I don't know. I have not looked into that. I should probably do that.
Yeah, do that.
I've just been using the 4 Plus for a couple of years now, so should probably look into that. But I have had no complaints with it. It's really cool. The battery lasts a long time, but if you don't need that, save some money and get the regular 4, or I guess the 5.
So in the livestreamingpros.com/deals page, I was just looking at what we've got in the mics section. We've got the Elgato Wave, right, which we have on site here as well, which we can show you and talk to you about. But this is $30 off, so that's pretty good. This is a fantastic mic. You've got the Wave 3, which is also a fantastic mic. And that's, no longer on. Oh, came off, but it's 155. So you've got, 99. So yeah, The Wave 1, Wave 3. Yeah, I mean, the Wave 3 is, you know, the latest model, but
It's right here, right?
yeah, we have that right there. Oops, I just hit the wrong button.
It's a little big. You might have to go full screen on me.
Oh, okay.
It's a little big.
There you go.
This one.
Oh, so yeah, that's a USB mic. It's great audio, fantastic for a beginner, you know,
USB-C.
mic there.
Nice.
And then let's see, what else do we have? What else we got?
We got the Rode microphone.
Oh
What's
wait,
this
I
one?
mean, and on the gear page.
Oh, my
or
bad.
the livestreampros.com/deals page. I keep saying gear.
Go up to Chris's picks. They're all up there.
My pit.
I know. I want to see what else we got. I
Oh,
want to see what else. So you've got like, ooh, action camera accessory kit. Oh my God. Okay, guys. Okay, I'm checking this out
Camera
because
kits?
my paddleboard has like a built-in like action cam mount.
It
I
does?
was like,
yeah.
I have some GoPros.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about that. So if you're into action stuff, there you go.
I love
Oh,
action.
oh, thanks to ECAMM, I now have a rocket book. How cool is that? So that's on sale. It's $3 off. Okay.
Big
Wait,
savings, man, right there. That's some savings.
that's $3. 37 to 25. That's more than $3.
Oh, I'm
What?
not looking at
I
it.
don't think their calculations are right. All right, so you guys can check out all of that on the website, pinned to the comments. Be sure to look through that all day today. What else we got? One more thing. One more thing.
One more thing. Well, I have some. I don't know anything about these two things.
Which ones?
This, and then this guy.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about the Duo.
Okay.
So this is the AirTurn Duo that I've been using to control my prompter because I actually haven't been wanting. So I don't have my turn wheel. I sent that to a client. You're a great Vanna White. So the Duo is a foot pedal to control, so it's Bluetooth, and I was a little concerned with it being Bluetooth. Now, I do have a couple of, I have one main complaint about this that I don't think there's a way. I haven't figured out how to swap the two. It's opposite, so the left pedal and the right pedal, I would think that the left pedal goes backwards, down, right? And then the right pedal goes faster, forward, but it's the opposite. So I'm sure there's a way that I just haven't figured out to configure it properly, like in that way. But from what I can tell so far, it is kind of just opposite of what my brain works, but it has been working fantastically well. So if that doesn't bother you, then it actually is a great option if you want a foot pedal for controls. You can even use foot pedals like this for controlling scenes in ECAMM. So that's a possibility as well. So anyway,
Wow.
that use it backwards. Well, that would be really difficult. That would be really difficult.
It's silent and tactile.
Oh, that's a good point.
That's what
Teddy
it
bear.
says.
Teddy bear. It is silent. Yes. I could try swapping the cords. I'll give that a try. Yeah, I'll give that a try and see.
That would work, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're not long enough. They don't reach.
Oh, they don't?
No, they literally.
Oh!
Well, you could probably get an extension
I could get an extension, yeah.
just to go an inch.
Just to go an inch. Anyway, I'll give that a try. But that's, yeah. But it's a fantastic option. So I'll let you know. I'll keep you up to date on whether I can fix that one issue. All right. Chris, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me on the old YouTubes at Just Another Chris. That's where I'm at.
And that link is on screen right now and in the description. And then also, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Also, you'll find him around LSP, of course, because he is our videographer and editor as well. I hope that this has been super helpful, informative, and that you found some good deals on Amazon Prime Day. We didn't want to just give you the deals. We wanted to give you some information as well today. And yeah, thank you so much, Chris, for hanging out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And bringing all of
It was a
that
pleasure.
stuff. And yeah, are you ready to dance it out? I don't know. Dancing didn't work so well for you in the countdown.
What? No, I didn't know the song, and I am sitting down.
I'm dance shaming right now. We'll try it again. But to answer your question real quick, what overhead camera are we using? That overhead camera right now that we're using right here is the Sony ZV-1. So, just so you know.
I'm using the Panasonic GH5.
On your main cam. There you go. He loves that thing. All right, we're going to dance this baby out. Thank you so much for hanging on this special Prime Day episode, and we'll see you Friday. However, don't forget, Thursday of this week is our community project. I cannot wait to go support these. I've been part of the YouTube Small Biz Day event, and so I've been helping 21 small businesses go live for the first time, some of them, and we've been working on their presentation and their demos, and these people have amazing stories. So I would really love for you to join me in supporting them, and all that means is show up between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. on Thursday. That's Pacific time. And I'll fill you in on all the details tomorrow, but just go in and support, chat, ask questions, give encouragement. You know how hard it is to go live sometimes with your mental, angst with lamb. And so that's all we're doing is, as a community, we're going in and supporting these people to encourage them. So thank you so much for putting that on your calendar, and I'll see you then as well. I know it's super fast. All right, ready to dance this baby out? Yes. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
One, two, three, let's go.